Dude, first of all, black people can jump better. So how are you not gonna have a fucking black dude in a plane, bro?
I don't know. I don't know about the jumping. I don't know. I don't know how saying, that would factor into the pilot program.
But still, dude, if I saw Michael Jordan in the cockpit, that bitch, we're gonna stay up. That's how I'm feeling.
100%.
Like that's where I feel.
I think on.
This video they got shared a few years ago, like during COVID, when it was like every channel was reporting the same exact. It was just the same script. It was almost just
Sinclair Broadcasting.
Yeah.
So that's ironically a lot of right wingers spread that one.
Is that true or not?
No, it is. But that's right wing. That's Sinclair Broadcasting. It's like a right wing media company that basically bought out all the remaining local news broadcasters.
Wow.
So it's like an umbrella. Right wing media is all over the place, actually, and a lot of people don't realize it. Like whenever Fox News talks about like mainstream media lies, I'm like, bro, you are the most popular news network in the country. What do you mean mainstream media? Like you're dominating everybody else. Point.
So you're saying that a lot of times mainstream media is also right-wing media.
Yeah, right-wing media is so dominant. And in the independent side, right-wing media is dominant as hell too. But like on the mainstream side, right-wing media is incredibly dominant. They dominate the local news with Sinclair Broadcasting, and also all the way up to Fox News, which is the most famous, which is the most like successful network news broadcaster in the country.
Is Fox News the most watched news network?
By widest margins.
Really? I didn't know that.
It's not even close. CNN and MSNBC, Trump always talks about how CNN and NBC are in the pooper. Their ratings are awful. These guys love presenting themselves as vulnerable victims, and I really always get annoyed by that. Like they say that about They used to always say that about like Facebook too. They're like, oh, they're banning stuff. And I'm sure they banned like vaccine denial or whatever, right? Because Facebook wanted to be woke and liberal until Mark Zuckerberg got hit with the Dominican Ray. But
so then when people say mainstream media, then I guess what did it, because it always felt to me like, that every outlet was just always super liberal. That's what it felt like.
They are. No, for sure. Like a lot of, like the New York Times, you got CNN, ABC, CBS, like NBC. These outlets are liberal. Now, obviously, I'm a little bit of a radical, I guess. So I'm definitely not fond of the Democratic Party either, even though my criticisms of the Democrats are because of their closeness to the Republicans in general. But yeah, they are. I would say that they're definitely liberal, but that doesn't necessarily mean that they're like on the side of the people or anything like that, or on even the progressive side of many of these issues. And that's why I said there's this uni-party attitude. Like liberals and Republicans, they basically come together and agree when it comes to giving more money to Israel.
Yeah,
not the voters. I'm talking like institutions. I'm talking politicians.
Yeah, well, that seems to be, I think. It feels so far away from being represented. Like the people feel so far away from being represented. And I feel like that seems like it's gotten further and further in my lifetime. I can't tell if it's just because I'm getting older and so you hear about more stuff like that, or if it's actually true. But I think people just feel like, like why are we having to audit our own government? Whether or not the means that they're going about it are good or not. But it's like the fact that people are cheering to have our own. Wow, dude. So he had to be right on the back of the Great Depression.
Yeah,
because people always like they'll quote him all the time,
Yeah, he did a lot. Look, he dealt with the pressing bank crisis through the Emergency Banking Act, 1933 Banking Act, Federal Emergency Relief Administration. We set up Social Security. I mean, there's so much that they did in that era because like Americans were I mean they were experiencing tremendous hardship. So
you're saying a lot of this felt like it was done for the people.
Yeah, it was done for the people because it was a necessary. It was basically necessary for them to do this at the time because of all of the deregulation in the banking side with oil barons and all these like robber barons basically like picking apart and dominating everyday American existence and the economic collapse that came with that. And then someone had to come in and fix the shit. And I think Donald Trump is basically not doing the FDR thing, but the reverse. He's fucking it up and taking it back to like a pre-New Deal era,
and giving it more towards corporations. You think?
Oh, 100%. I mean, he got Elon Musk right there. He's the richest guy on the planet. He's just putting his through his weird, ugly, egg-shaped penis through every single regulatory agency.
Have people seen his penis? I haven't seen that.
I don't know. That's what
I don't see that kind of stuff.
Yeah, they were saying he's got a weird dick.
Really?
I believe
First of
it.
all, yeah. If I'm Elon Musk, I'm definitely getting a crazy. I'm getting a fucking designer. I'm getting a
that's what they're.
two-seater. I'll get a damn three-seater car.
Yeah, they're saying
I'll put suicide doors on my dude if I'm Elon Musk. But here's what I would say is to counter the thing about Elon is like, or just to discuss it really. I think people are like, we don't give a fuck who's auditing this thing. And finally there's like, this is the person to audit. This is the person that's going to audit. This is somebody we can blame if something fucks up. This is somebody that at least they're saying that they're going to audit the government. Like, why do we even have to audit our own government?
But we have, see, that's the problem. We already have an auditing agency. So these guys unironically created an additional agency, which is redundant, to eliminate redundancy. And
that's interesting.
The unfortunate side of this is that they don't know what the fuck they're doing. So they go in and they just like pull data and they basically make these public declarations about, $1 billion is going to this or that.
Oh yeah.
Like they straight up lied. They were like, oh yeah, we already cut like $200 billion of funds. And then like the New York Times and all these other like actual investigative reporters went in, looked at the data and they were like, dude, that's a lot. Like there's one instance where they claimed that they cut $8 billion and they actually cut $8 million. Like, how do you carry over so many goddamn zeros? They're just like, fuck it, who cares? No one will fact check it. No one will look it up.
Well, the crazy thing is though, now you have whoever our original auditing system was, and then you have this second, and now we have this second auditing system. But dude, it goes to like, I'll have a financial, like an investment banker, right? Mm-hmm. But there's times, and I probably should, I want to hire somebody to audit my financial advisor because I'm like, is this guy stealing money from me? Because you hear so many stories of people getting stolen from, just like in entertainment, different industries, whatever. But it starts to be like, I don't even know who to trust anymore. And I think that's where most people feel like it is. It's like, I don't know if most people necessarily feel like that Elon or Doge is the best, but it's like now it feels like, okay, well, there's a government system that's supposed to be doing this, and then there's a privatized system that's supposed to be doing this. Now, who's the crook? Who knows? But then I think people look to Elon and they say, well, at least he came when he bought Twitter, which was a brave thing to do. It felt like it opened up more opportunity for free speech, like things you couldn't share on there 6 years ago, you could share on there now. Bro, I'm not saying all that's true.
I think it sucks now. I used to love Twitter.
Twitter's gotten bad. It's scary.
It was already like kind of lame because like, when it was owned by liberals, it was like it also wasn't, the most fun platform, I will say. But at least there was like some semblance of regulation where it didn't feel like, it didn't feel like the madhouse that it is now where, I know that it's like my algorithm as well, I'm sure, because I'm in politics, so I see a lot of political shit. But like kind of lame because like, when it was owned by liberals, it was like it also wasn't, the most fun platform, I will say. But at least there was like some semblance of regulation where it didn't feel like, it didn't feel like the madhouse that it is now where, I know that it's like my algorithm as well, I'm sure, because I'm in politics, so I see a lot of political shit. But bro, there's like, here, I saw this morning. There's a guy who straight up said, Adam Schiff, a minor at Chateau Marmont, and it has 70,000 likes. And I'm like, what the fuck? It's like a QAnon thing.
I know, I saw that.
Yeah, there's so many. No, it's not even this. There was a dude who like.
No, that's not even Adam. That's fucking.
If you look at, that's Anthony Bourdain. They're saying Anthony Bourdain saw him, the minor, and that's why they actually killed Anthony Bourdain. That's their QAnon loves talking about how Anthony Bourdain saw like Hillary Clinton chop babies up or whatever, and he was right about to come out against them. But if you look up TrueAnon, TrueAnon actually, TrueAnon on Twitter.
What is TrueAnon? Is it a cool source?
TrueAnon is my friend's podcast. It's the #1 anti-pedophilia podcast out there. Here,
no way.
And then keep scrolling. They posted it. Oh, here it is. Awakened Outlaw. That's the one.
The witness is anonymously.
One of the most persistent QAnon beliefs is the huge number of people think that, some of us remember when you a dead child. 76,000 likes.
Damn.
Bro, that's crazy. Like, I fucking hate Adam Schiff. Right. Okay? Trump's funniest thing is when he calls him Adam Shit. Okay? I hate him. He's my fucking congressperson. He sucks. All right? Massive pro-Israel guy. That's an insane thing.
Yeah.
You are a fucking schizo. Like, what the fuck?
But that's the crazy thing now. People will just, you see things and then you start to believe it. Oh, dude, I realize Twitter starts to, it'll start to rot my mind. I'll start to get, and then it feeds you something. It's like, that's a scary, and that's another scary thing just about social media. It's about where we're at. Things just feel so, you don't know what to, you'll open it up, you'll close it. Now you're furious. All you were doing was looking for something on your phone.
Yeah.
You're bored for 10 seconds. You opened it up. Now you got 2 links to some shit. Now you're furious. Now you close it. Now you're back in the grocery store where you were a minute ago. You're on the fucking food aisle, but now you're
angry.
You're ape shit insane that a deceased kid somewhere, hypothetically got molested by a
sitting American like an American congressperson.
Yeah. And then it's like you want to buy a pussy fart coin or whatever. And you're like, and then you don't even know what to do.
Retardio.
Yes. It's like, oh, Retardio's going to the moon. And you have all these fucking Klan members or whatever trying to sell, like, it's crazy.
But that's what I mean. Like it was like Twitter
it was different, crazy before.
but it was definitely not whatever the fuck this is. And there's so much bottom of the barrel shit too because of the monetization stuff. Like people, one of my favorite, funniest things that I experience all the time on Twitter is like you got like, you know, Genoa Radio or like Saving the White Race or We Gotta Save the West accounts, right? Like they have all these fucking accounts. Mm-hmm. Every single motherfucker on those accounts is from India.
One thing that I noticed last night was like the military has had a tough time getting recruits, right?
Yeah.
Recruitment has been down.
Yeah.
And so part of me always wonders, well, like, did the powers that be then want Republicans to be in office because they know that eventually if people are believing more in their country again, it will incite more recruitments. I'm not saying that that's the truth, but you just start to wonder what the fuck is really going on.
I'll tell you what made recruitment numbers explode.
Does that make sense to you though?
I mean, I know where you're coming from, but what made recruitment numbers explode initially was 9/11. That's it. People joined after 9/11, and after 20 years of just like going out there and guarding like poppy fields and getting your dick blown off by some fucking dude who's hated you because you invaded his country when he was like 14 and probably killed his cousin. You know, after 20 years of doing that, everyone was like, oh, this shit sucks. We kind of lost it here, huh? Like we did a Vietnam and Afghanistan and we had to pull out. So, and that was a good thing objectively. I think it's good that we pulled out of Afghanistan. But I think that's the real reason why people are like, why the fuck would I join the military? I can't even get a fucking Charger anymore, you know? They stopped,
Dodge Charger?
The Dodge Chargers, or was it the Camaro?
Were they giving those out?
They were. That's the common military car.
That's true.
You sign off on one of those. The worst loan of all time.
Oh yeah, dude.
And then your high school sweetheart is fucking the neighbor while you're out there.
Sometimes, I mean, yeah.
While you're out there jerking off in a fucking bunker in
but some
Karengal.
dude's jerking off on you or whatever, and you guys are changing each other's names after 8 p.m. or whatever and shit. I think shit gets pretty melodic out there.
That's what I mean. You're like, why the fuck are you doing that? And then you come back and the American government's like, all right, we'll give you healthcare, but now you're busted. You need it desperately. And they're like, all right, we'll pay for your college. Okay. You go to college, you get a communications degree. Now you're, 6 years behind the rest of your counterparts, and you're in the same shit ass job market, working, sucking the man's dick every day, working a dead end job that you despise.
Yeah, or maybe
you're fucked up. And now every time you go to the grocery store to pick out cereal, you're having a crisis, like a mental health episode. It's fucked up.
Well, or a lot of people will also go into the military, learn some patterns that help them to achieve well. My buddy Josh was in for a while. He got out, and now he's able to be a good business owner because he learned, he got up in the morning. It helped him have some regiment.
Yeah, no, for sure. I don't think that regiment is bad. I'm a very regimented person. I just think that the military's output overall is you're just sending poor people from different parts of the country overseas to go dominate some other poor people, so that rich people in fucking California can make more money. So the Raytheon can send more missiles and make more missiles. And you got to use those missiles when you make them, Yeah. If you don't use it, you lose it.
Yeah. Yeah. Your missiles are going. Yeah. There's somebody said there was an email one time that like, oh, your missiles are expiring soon. You should use them. It's like, what the fuck?
But they do that. If you got homies who were active duty, they'll tell you like, you just dump so much money because they know that like it's gonna go bad.
Yeah.
Like you just fucking shoot it out into the sea. If you're in the Navy, you're just
like, pop that bitch off, get out there. After lunch today, we're gonna fire a couple of these off at an island. You're like, that's an island. Like nobody's there.
Yeah,
like,
you're dumping payload into an island that is more than your salary times 10, because it's going to go bad. How is that not waste and fraud and abuse?
I
Why the
agree.
fuck are they not working on that? My argument always is this: the American military is a jobs program. That's what it is. It's I think it's the second largest hiring body in the country after Walmart, if I'm not mistaken. It might be the largest. And I think instead of making those guys, making these corn-fed boys from Arkansas go out and force them to eat MREs all goddamn day and be